We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so... there of 4 yards. Allen off the play fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it would get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing is Hurts. And this one's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Running right, here's Sanders. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level,
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen, the throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
56.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nyheim Hines from 17 yards out. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Ready?
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. This one out quickly to Watkins. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 69 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Allen. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just...
Let's go.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Let's go now.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ring alert, ring alert.
Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've seen what was a comfortable 21-0 lead go completely by the wayside. Now 21 all as they take over 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Shreds it with a stiff arm. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Allen now on the option right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it in 2nd and 1. This is Hines. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And now they'll throw with Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the 31, Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Touchdown! Miles Sanders, second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. Over the dime work on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To the air. Allen. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run again with Hines. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. A gain of 22.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's Hines. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play that gets them right back up to that level.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Smith, the man in motion left. Another run here with Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Let's go now.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing is Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
19 tight.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra win with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
We got this.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Allen. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
It's no when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a long field, and they missed an opportunity.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to end up incomplete. The other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He's back to throw. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do them much good.
Ready, break. Ready.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they're right here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now Allen.
Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. These are the spots and stage of the game where it pays to have speed on the ground, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
That's taken in by Knox, and he is going to have a Bills first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
So the Bills going to be the first to get it as we are back underway here in overtime.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
We talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose. Oh, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.